right. All right, I'm just gonna get this started. I don't want to spend all day doing this. I got box and a half to break because I was too excited and I had to break some packs open before we even got to the stream because, well, I wanted to open up product. Say hi to my phone in front of me because I forgot to check that with the camera angle before I did this because this is a very, very last minute. Or last minute, or very not planned. I just happened to have 2 boxes from one of my pre-orders come in, and I have the rest of my pre-orders coming in sometime this week. So we're gonna open up packs. So let's go over what I've already hit out of this box. I've already gotten a nice, beautiful Starbit full art out of the box, so that's not going to be anything surprising. Supernova specifically, which I am probably going to use in a deck. I plan on playing a water deck on Tuesday, so we got nice full art Volclips here. Always nice as well. Nothing wrong with a beautiful Volclips full art. Definitely not stellar. And the holos I've hit so far out of this box. Again, none of this was on camera because I couldn't help myself. I'm excited for Moonrise. Got Carry Off, Dragalgus. Aviolith in person looks so pretty. This card looks so good in person. Artemis looks great in person. I still like the statue Artemis better. Hurricane looks really nice in foil in person, although I do like the art from Tournament Pack of Hurricane a little bit better. You have a Starbit Brew I haven't tested yet. And a Blistrix, which I actually have a prototype Blistrix, which is cool. Yeah, so I have to, I put a poll up forever ago for my next deck video, and people chose Secret Fourth Option, which was, spoilers, because if you guys are watching this for that, the Secret Fourth Option was my girlfriend picks, and she picked Coastalith. So I had to make a Coastalith deck, so I waited for Moonrise, because there's more support for Coastalith and position swap stuff. So I think I can make Coastalith work better in Moonrise. So that's going to be my Tuesday deck for casuals. Assuming nothing happens, I can still play in casuals this week. But yeah, so I'm going to be playing Coastalith, Starbit, Shenanigans, trying to special cast. I don't know. I got to figure out the deck still. But if I can, I'm going to also try to squeeze like Artillery. I don't know. It's going to be like Moonrise.deck plus Coastalith. But let's just open some packs and get this started. My dog's upset because I have a trash bin next to me for all the packs. And he can't sit next to me. So we got Drakid, Porcu Wraith, Ardbud, Clovey, New Art, Cactobrol, Titanic Strike, Asprowl, let's go gambling, Dracoray, surprisingly doing really well in Solar Beatdown stuff. Gardon, unfortunately, like one of the coolest bad cards in the set. Whenever opponent face infect targets one or more of your runes, you can expend to negate that. That's not happening very often, but it's cool. It's a rare. There's my spirit. Move that out of the way. Make a giant pile of bulk. Sounds exactly what Swolex built on stream a few days ago. Oh no, is it really? I gotta go look and see what he's doing then. Because I'm wondering if there's a way to jam like the Joblin control stuff plus Coastalith plus like Starbit into one deck, and I don't know. I mean, like with Tadpuff, Foamy, and stuff, there might be a way to play that, but then, like, I need the Coastalith payoff, so I have to play enough 1-drops for Coastalith to get paid off with, so it's not worth going for too many of the 2-drops. Then I want High Tide and Tsunami for Coastalith triggers, so Joblin makes sense. Gardo Novacore makes me think they're trying to make some Solar back row deck in the future. Maybe. I mean, it would be cool to see Novacore do more work, because Novacore's a decent card. It's just hard to get into it. Like, if you could extend into it faster, it would definitely be a stronger card. Voldusk, my boy. That's going to the side. I'm making a Voldusk deck too, like ASAP. Gloombat, we've seen him before. Tox Eerie, Havacub, Cactobrum. This is also the Sandstorm control deck. Looks interesting. Like turning everything sideways and then also protecting basically all your cards from runes is really cool. Guards on effect needed to cost 1, destroy a card that has the effect and work against any other effect back row. I mean, also doesn't need to be a good. I mean, if Guardon was easier to get into, it'd be fine. The fact that it's a 2-cost makes it really rough, right? Oistress version, this third art of Oistress, Electronite. Oh, Full Moon! Isn't this card like going crazy on TCG Player right now or something? Like, I guess people are trying to get their hands on it for all the different moon decks, but like full moon's a good hit from what I hear. I haven't looked at the actual pricing yet though, but it sold out last check. What was it selling at? I was curious about that. I mean, I'm not gonna sell them because I need them, but like I heard someone said that they were $30, which is baffling. That's more expensive than Lavalith ever was. Which, I mean, pre-order pricing, I guess. This Cinder art looks so nice. I love this new Cinder art. It's really good. Bellybee, Snark, Starbit, Electrofly, Bow of Artemis, Waning Gibbous, Waxing Crescent, Aesdale, all hail praise Dale. I need to put all these lunar phases to the side for that deck as I open them. But yeah, I'm gonna go look this up real quick. I do want to see what Full Moon was going for. I heard it was going for some crazy lunar phase. Alright, so like $20. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. The most expensive Hollow Rare was like Lavalith at like $25. So $20, that's a bit fair. I thought it. Someone said 30. I'm like, there's no way it's selling at 30 because I know like 3 different decks need it, but there's no way. Winjin, this card's great. Tornajin, Winjin, phenomenal. Carry on reprints. Snowlet the boy. Get you someone that looks at you like Snowlook. I forget who put that meme. That's great. Cockray, Armadon, High Tide, Aurora Borealis, Cunning Offer, Divine Heal. Oh, that looks really pretty in foil. I know people are on the fence about Divine Healing, but this is a really, really pretty foil. That actually, the card looks actually phenomenal. I'm iffy if Divine Healing is worth playing because, I mean, it's healing, but it's basically like, oh, you can heal spirits, but they're more vulnerable than Ambrosia. And you can only use runes effectively and Nexus effectively with Divine Healing. So I don't necessarily like Divine Healing's kind of weak, but it's like if there was a deck that could take more advantage of Nexusing and casting runes with a Divine Rune in play, Divine Healing might be more worth it, right? Like if there was more reason to load up spirits on a Divine Rune in a deck that need to cast a bunch of runes on top of that, Divine Healing, like maybe with like you can put in Alis with Divine Healing and a bunch of Nectar Gods and Leith and stuff to make it cheaper. I don't know. It's weird. Nobby, Fawnlet, Voldusk going in the Lunar Face pile, Gloombat, Toxiri, Helioslumber, Doppelgator, Theraheart, Phasmacore. This is a card I'm also iffy about. So it's an 8/1. When it's during battle or by an opponent's faction, expend 1 if you do during this. Whoa, my camera's going wild. You can special cast from Monroe. So it's like OG Amphiorix, but a 2-drop, but bigger body, but then it also just gets like killed by everything that goes to defense and Cryo Blast. Like it dies to everything. Like it dies to everything that would destroy it as okay, that's weird phrasing, but it just dies to everything. But it also keeps coming back. So if there's a way to there's no lunar healing card except for is it first quarter that heals? Waning Crescent that heals. Like there's no real good lunar heal card, so there's no way to really like fuel Phasmacore easier. Havoca. This is a cool tech card for the Lunar Stadium deck. I think it's a side deck card though. It may be 2 of most. Like its stats are mediocre, but the preventing position swaps is pretty useful. Porcuraith. This card also goes pretty crazy with Full Moon. You go Porcuraith, they go, that's probably a full. Like Porcuraith is such a mental mind game that I think it's actually a decent card. Volumbra, I might play that, so we'll put it in that pile. Hypnosum, it's a bad foamy, but interesting. Werepup going into that deck. Posthumous, I do like the stained glass art, but Posthumous is fine. I think Posthumous is also a card that's better than people get credit for because it is extremely easy to get out with either Comalis, with Full Moon, with Theraheart. Like there's a ton of way to get to Posthumous, and I think the fact that it can just pop a bunch of things for every Artemis you have in play. And Artemis is a better card than I think people give it credit for too. I think there's a lot of cards in the game now that have effects that you want to just turn off if you can't deal with it right away. Cactibrol, Cinder, Bellowbee, Snark, Garbit, Bandaloon, Ardvarum, Cedar Sword, Cracker, Leica Void, Hollow. I didn't realize this is Hollow Rare, but that is also going into the Full Moon Lunar Phase deck. The Tratless. Okay, it's my favorite Tratless art so far. Look at the happy boy. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I not realize that each spirit has a lunar phase on it? Hold on. Okay, so there's full moon. Yeah, each spirit has a different phase of the moon on it too. That's cool. So they're all nighttime, but like, look, so that's what is it, waning crescent? Um uh whatever, you know, waxing. Like they're all different moon phases, so they probably all line up for the 8 moon phases as well. That's really clever. Who's the artist on these cards? Good job. Oh, it's Mama's. Of course it's Mama's. Mama's does so well. That's really cool though. I like that detail in the spirit art. I forgot about that. That's great. Maybe. Alright, Electrifly. Wingen, Carrion, Snowlick, Cockerick, Cactibrule, Oyster. Also, this Oyster art is so cool. If only Oyster was a better card, but at least Oysterary is playable. Electronite, Ectoplasm. This card reads crazy, but I think it's terrible. Just saying. They point out at some point, I think. Well, A Drive cannot. Oh boy. Alright, next up we got an Armadon, Lexomare, Lunar Phase, Lunar Phase, Lunar Phase, Titanic Strike, Asprow, Draco Ray, Night Venom. I don't care what, until we get titled Dense Fogs, Night Venom is not a good card. Like, Toxiri is fine. I like Toxiri because it's got more utility than just Dense Fog. Night Venom, having to discard Dense Fog, not good. Not good. I think there's a deck you can play it in, but I don't think it's a good deck. Snark, Starbit, Electrifly, Wingen, Carrion, Titanic Strike, Asprow, Draco Ray, Volclips. Not like we need it because we got the full art right there, but hey, Volclips is fine. Volclips is also a card that, like, I wish Volclips just popped itself out if you had all 8 Lunar. Like, there's a ton of ways Volclips probably could have been better, but the deck itself is fine, so I don't think it necessarily needed to be. Volclips, I like. I helped design all the foxes, so anything I'm talking about the Lunar Phase and foxes is me just complaining. Spoiled Fruit. That is a good card. It's going to go in the hollow pile, because that is side deck for days. Spoiled Fruit putting in some work. I don't know if you guys watch Poison Nectar, but someone Spoiled Fruit a Draco Ray. More Lunar Phases. Temple of the Moon. No Stone Unturned. High Tide. Aurora Borealis. Cunning Offer. Fulgorix. It's not a hollow rare? Oh, I guess it's hollow in the starter deck, isn't it? Fulgorix is really... If you have an Altar in play when you get a Fulgorix out, or if you have an Altar in play when you have a Doppelganger out to get to Fulgorix, like... That card can go pretty, like, snowbally. It's really cool. And also, putting cards in the bottom of the deck is pretty powerful. It's probably the best way to remove a card ever. Has anyone played Magnetic Force Field yet? I wish they made Top Cup and PNM. Would have made it so funny. Foster Cell is only getting better every... Like, Foster Cell is so good. Like, it's a 3-drop that gets to 8 attack, but it's so easy to get out. Like, you just go Rabbit, Ascend over Rabbit. Like, it's so easy to get to Foster Cell out. It's such a powerful card. It just blows up back row and refunds its back row. Like, it's good. I mean, I played Foster Cell OTK stuff, shenanigans, and it's only going to get better. But Magnetic Force Field. When an opponent activates a non-counter effect that causes you to expend spirits and get the effect, then the opponent must expend 2. Is this... Anyone tried this yet? I mean, I guess there's not really a ton of burn decks going around, but it seems like it should be good. Oh! There's my Hollow Spirit. I wish there was a little bit of a, like... twinkle cutout for the moon on the spirit. And a Pulveror. You want to trick Fossil for a while? Told myself I'd drop it after mine, but now it's better than before. Yeah, Fossil is really good. Like, I've been standing Fossil. I know Dan stands Fossil. I've been standing Fossil since, like, I mean, Thunder Nexus was the better Thunder deck, yada, 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 but, like, Fossil's brutal. It's so fast. It's kind of like Blazer's OTK with a little bit, easier setup, but a little less explosive, which is fine. Like, it's a really good deck. Oh, there's another Voldusk. Gloombat, Toxiri, Havacub, Drakid, High Tide, Borealis, Cutting Offer, Draking. Shout out Season 3 of the Alestria Draking players. That was me. I like the other Draking art way better. I am sorry, Rob. Your art is great, but Shattered Stars Draking, much better. Alright, next up. Forky Wraith, Artbud, Clovey, Cactopril, Cinder, Helios, Doppelgator, Theraheart, Corvuskull. Another card that people are expecting to be really, really, really good. It is a really good combo card, but you need to find a combo that has the time to set up Corvuskull to do the combo. So I'm interested to see what people do with the card. I don't know if it's as good as everyone's kind of dooming on. I mean, no one really played it much yet, so we'll see. Bullaby, Snark, Starbit, Electrifly, Windjin, Volumbra, Hypnosum, another Werepup, and Cryptoris. This card is so close to being good. So close. And it's definitely not. It's cool to see Foretell in an element that's not solar, though. Like, it's cool to see, like, the keyword kind of expanding out of solar into other decks without going too crazy. And it also searches 2-cost Celestial, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Carrion, Snowlet, Cockeray, Armadon, Luxomare, Bandaloon, Aardvarm, Cedarsaur, Salashade. This card low-key slaps. Like, imagine dropping a Salashade into, like, a Morphrost deck and just going, yeah, you could spam your board with stuff, but good luck having a deck by the end of it. Or even if you play Salashade before your opponent gets a chance to play their Blitztrix line, every time they get to Blitztrix faster, but, like, hopefully they get to it before the Salashade blows them up. I think Salashade's a really funny, like, tech card, and I'm curious to see how Mill goes up against Blitztrix. Like, if someone goes to play Blitztrix, you just come with, like, Humbus, Mill, and just go, cool, you're at 10 cards, Humbus, Avalanche, Avalanche, GG. More Lunar Phases, more Lunar Phases, more Lunar Phase, Temple of the Moon, No Stone, Cactorim, Oystress, Electronite, and Fornax. Another card that looks crazy. Just unconditional bouncing on a 2-drop. That's pretty funky. Okay, one more box. How are we doing? We're doing good, Jester. How's it going? Fire Nexus could smokescreen to Fire Mill. It really can, because, like, Cinder's fine as, like, a Nexus receiver in Mill. Salashade's crazy in Mill. Like, I really think Salashade puts up a body on board that's not. It can't be hit by Dense Fog because it's a lunar card, so your opponent has to play, like, just Gorgons to out it, or I guess Tsunami outs it too, but, like, it doesn't die to suppression that easily, and it's not terribly hard to set up and put a Salashade in play with, like, an Ash Rabbit and stuff, right? So you could easily play, like, Fire, Lunar, Frostish, like, Fire Mill, and then if you Avalanche into stuff, your Salish, like, where am I going with this? You Avalanche into stuff with Humbus, you get a bunch of stuff, you drop a Salashade later on, like, there's stuff you can do. When you win 3-0 again with Blazers on Friday, very nice, yeah. Blazers is a deck that I think people discounted way too much. There's a nice pretty posthumous for my box topper. People really, like, discount Blazers. Blazers is such a good card. Like, I think people are still, like, not fully understanding the capabilities of Blazers OTK decks. And they'll learn one day. They will learn one day. Alright, so we got another box. What are we pulling full art out of this box? I know Pepper said we're pulling a Blitztrix. I'm gonna go with the Doom and Gloom. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get another Starbit Supernova out of the box. That's my guess. We're getting Starbit Supernova version 2 again. I'm gonna go with, we're gonna get a Vipyro as our Hollow Spirit in this box. Alright, we got Nalby, we got Fawnlet, we got Voldusk numero 3, Gloombat, Toxiri, Cactorum, Oystress, Electronite, Divine Healing. Continuing on. Also, I haven't really noticed a ton of clumping outside of a little bit of rune clumping, which is good to see. Hardbud, Clovey, Titanostrike, Ashbrow, Draco Ray, Ectopossum. And then Ash Jesters, besides Blazers, what else are you playing for Moonrise? Anything interesting right now? Because, like, there's a lot of interesting stuff to play right now. Oh, more Lunar Phases. Hurricane! Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Is that too corny? I'm corny. Deal with it. Oh, that was really bad. But every time I see Hurricane, I have Rocky like a hurricane stuck in my head. Alright, next. Hello, MG1. Yo! Speaking of Winjin, MG1, how's it going? You played the solo version of Tornajin. To 9th place, was it right? Good, congratulations. I love the Tornajin stuff. It's so much fun. It's like, oh yeah, I want these 3 cards. Your opponent just goes, yeah, well, you get one of them. And you need all of them, so... More copies of Hurricane and proxy couple for P&M. I'm curious if Hurricane is worth playing in Blazers OTK. I feel like it might be a little bit stressful on the spirits a little bit, but we play around the Hurricane and put in Necromancer. Everybody's going to play it. I mean, someone played an Aviolith, so I don't know. You haven't decided yet, but you're going to upgrade Wind Burn so far. I might run Blizz because you got to place it. Oh, I mean, you have to flex on people then if you already have the full arts for it. Yeah, people aren't really playing around Hurricane yet, and I think that's fine because everyone is already on the Hurricane's not a good card, blah 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 blah. So they're just not running it, but then people are going to run it occasionally, get blown out by it, and get upset. Like the one thing I'm worried about, if Hurricane's popular, Boldust Control is going to be so hard to play because this deck sets like 3 to 4 runes every turn because you're going like. You're setting Voldust. You play Voldust. You play like First Quarters and Gorgons and all that jazz. And you just set a bunch of cards and then pray they don't Hurricane it. At least when they Hurricane it, you can do stuff like basically Jar of Greed yourself for a couple cards and like get some advantage back. But Hurricane eats the deck alive sometimes, which is problematic for the Voldust control stuff. Now, obviously, you can still play the aggro stuff with Werepup and all that jazz, but. Tornado sticks for more than a turn is kind of game over. So much card advantage. Yeah, and the fact that it searches, like... And if you build your deck, like I saw you had a bunch of one-ofs in your deck, you just have all the redundancy. So it's like, cool, I'll go find Earthquake, Cryoblast, Royal, and they're all live. Like, doesn't matter what you get. Or if you go, like, Gorgon's PTA Shield, or, there's just... Like, Tornajin is so good. It's so easy to get Tornajin out because it's just like Winjin. Name any card in my deck. There it is. Done. Like, that the Jar Greed Lunar Phase debated out. Yeah, so that's what you do, Pepper. It's just like you kind of have to, like, if you know your opponent's playing Hurricane and the deck's so weak to Hurricane, you just have to, like, play the stuff that you can trigger in response and just burn a Voldusk and you get the Hurricane out of it. You can kind of draw some cards, go even on Spirit, so it's not the end of the world, but it does hurt. Make a Lunar Phase deck since I do have Volca serialized. Very nice. Is that out of the tournament pack, Jester? It is, right? I don't have any tournament packs yet. Oh, that's my last Werepup. Aardvark and Lunar Phase, first quarter. This was a holo rare? Oh, it's reverse! It's reverse! I'm like so confused for a second. Let's go! I'm like, why is this a holo rare? Oh, that is sick. All right, 1 down, 7 to go. I'll take it. All right. I'm an idiot. Because I'm like, there are 2. I'm not crazy. There's 2 lunar phases that are holo rare, right? It's not just full moon. But I'm like, why is first quarter the other holo rare? Oh man! And then it like clicked. I'm like, oh, it's just full moon that's holo rare. Okay. So the other 7 are just rare, common, uncommon. Fair enough. But that I'll take a reverse. Should I submit that to the do you guys see that One S Players are doing a stellar reaction compilation? I should probably submit that to them. Just the sheer idiocy of myself as someone who plays Celestials and helps split the game. Oh my god. I hope someone clipped that. If not, I'll have to go back and clip it. Alright, there's my third Were Pup. Joblin! Great card. This card is a card that's like, once it sticks and starts going off, it goes crazy. But getting it on board and like triggering it is the hard part because your opponent is just like, oh, Gorgon's it, etc. So what does the reverse take? Does the reverse take a hollow or does it take full art? It's like, do I not get a full art now? Does anyone know what this set yet? Okay, more lunar phases. More lunar phases. Temple of Moon, Bandaloon, Ardvarum, Cedar Sword, Draking. It just takes a hollow? Great. Okay, so we're just gonna hopefully still dig for some cool stuff. Maybe we'll get more than one reverse in a box. Probably not. No Stone to Turn, Magnetic Force Field, Nobby, Fawnlit, Voldusk, Cactarum, Oistress, Electronite. Oistillery's a cool card. But Helen gave me Wabam. Helen gave me the Oistillery Stellar, so I do not need more Oistilleries at the moment because I have the cool one. You clipped it? Okay. Yeah, tell everyone how dumb I am for lapse of judgment. I'm a genius, I swear. Loombat, Toxiery, Havocub, Dragon, Porkery, Titanodrake, Aspral, Dracoray, Magnaros. This card would be great if they didn't limit Race to the Top and stuff. But it's still actually in Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm, Magnaros, Zeus, Titana Strike, Bronchaglow, like that's still viable in a deck. Like you can play Thunderstorm, Thunder Nexus, like Thunder with like Quackle and stuff like that. I think that is a relevant deck. So I think Thunder Nexus that way, or with Phosphocell, or all the above, and just play no back row for you. Comalus. That is cool. It's very, very dark foiling, but very, very nice foiling. Comalus OP. But I do think that like Thunder Nexus with Magnaros and a Thunderstorm deck, so you can like still might be decent. Because it only hits Invoke runes, which is the awkward part. There's not a ton of Thunder Invoke runes, but you can hit Hurricanes and Thunderstorms to just blow back row, which is interesting. Carrion, Tsunami, High Tide, Borealis, Cutting Up. Like, I've always seen these 3 cards together. And Scorpion, this card's crazy. PNM, people. Open your eyes to Morfrost. Morfrost is going to be the best budget deck in the game. 1000%. When everything is regular, rare, and under, that's relevant, and then Morfrost Terror, that is hollow rare, and Frostfall is a common from Shattered Stars. Like, Morfrost is such a budget deck. Did you, like, this card's crazy. Like, Morfrost, all the Morfrost cards plus Narpoon, like, the card just goes crazy now. Yeah, Ash, I'm definitely sending it into them. But Morfrost, I think, is like probably the best budget deck, like by far. Ooh, I know no one's got Necrolith to work yet, but Necrolith, let's go. We're gonna play 8 Lith deck, right? No Stone Unturned, all the Liths. It was a Scorpion. This card's crazy. And nobody believed me. Except for apparently Bean, I guess. Thank you. This card's nuts. Like, it's PTA/EQ on a stick, and if everyone has no back row and a defense body, it just kills it. If you can't kill it with attacks, cool, you still remove the body by the end of the turn. Oh no, you don't get to punch for damage. This card's crazy. It's so good. It kills Galaxy. You go Galaxy to 0, punch over it. Checkmate. Morfrost, and I'm also being welcome for joining. I was literally just saying Morfrost is by far and away the best budget deck in the game. and it's also competitive, I would say, because like all the Morphrosts are normal, rare, or lower, right? Because you get like a couple Scorpios, a couple Terrors. Uh, Terror is a common from Shattered Stars, so everything is super accessible. A-Bomb was a common from Shattered Stars, so A-Bomb's common. Terror's common. Lycan's common. Indus is uncommon. And Morphrost Scorpio is rare. Like, it's so budget friendly. Like, everything. Like, this is literally bulk chaff, the deck, and it's good. You love the Arlie Necro, pulled 0 out of box. Yeah, the foiling on this card looks really nice. I do think the foiling on some of the Luna cards is making the cards a little dark. Like, the Comalis is a little dark, but it's still nice. More Lunar Phases. Lunar Phases, Temple of the Moon. Alright, we're going to play a deck with all the Liths in it as a meme one day. Just 3 No Stone Unturned and all the Liths, and just pray that you can trigger them. Hypnosum. Bad Foamy. Werepup. Gardone. But I have, going back to Scorpio a little bit, I have lost so many games to Scorpio. Like, if you have a bad time, like, you can't Cryoblast it, so it's like you need to attack over. It's easy to attack over, but, like, it removes everything. And if you can protect it just for a turn, it just goes crazy. And, oh, no, you just go A-Bomb and get it back. And then you do it again. Like, Scorpio is so good. And it definitely makes Morphrost, like, tick a lot more than it did. I've lost way too many. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my god, the foil's in their eyes instead. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Good job, Elite Four. That's such a pretty card. Man. Hey Sky Guy, how's it going? Is this the first full art that ignores borders? Like I think that's part of why it like just stands out so much. The Scorpion A-Bomb loop? Yeah, like Scorpion, was it? Scorpion discard bat to get A-Bomb. Disenchant A-Bomb to get Scorpio bat to discard. Yeah, like it's so good. Though I will say, like, you can take some pretty big, like, if your opponent has, like, a good turn and they Dense Fog your Morphrost, Morphrost is a deck that is significantly weak to Dense Fog. Like, as you said, you can play through Gorgons and stuff. But there's still decent timings with, like, Dense Fog and Shenanigans that can kind of stall it, so there's some options. Going second against the deck, you can do like P-Box and like Shenanigans like that, but the deck is just so consistent. And it's the deck that, and it's always been the deck of like, you will eventually lose to A-Bomb, but now it's like, you will eventually lose to A-Bomb and Scorpio, which makes it crazy. Like, it's like, even the best counters to it can still hit it, like, and Titan. I also want to play an Titan deck so bad. I want to so bad. I think I guess Morphrost can also take some pretty big L's to like if any good burn deck pops up, Morphrost can get hit by that pretty hard because you do have to spend a lot of spirits. You haven't got your shipping email yet, so this isn't my Elestrals Shop Elestrals pre-order. This was my pre-order from Paladin cards that they totally. Stuff happened with them, but hey, it popped up. So I got 2 boxes. And then from my Shop Elestrals order, I have a bunch of starter decks coming in and 2 more boxes. 1 box is going to get put away, keep it nice and safe for future collection purposes, and the other box will crack again. We'll see where I'm at after this in terms of rares I need, but I'm mostly looking to play Joblin deck, Lunar Phase, Control. I want to play Starbit and like Wex's stuff. So I want to play like there's so much stuff I want to play in this set. It's like I don't have time to figure out what I want to play. By the time I finish playing all the decks I want for this set, it's gonna be like set 5. And Set 5's not even announced because there's just so much here in Moonrise that, like, it's so cool. So much stuff. Building Morphos is one of the most fun I've had while in terms of building a deck. Yeah, I mean, deck building Morphos, I mean, like, even if you're a complete deck building noob and you go, I'm playing Morphos and I put 3 of every Morphos in my deck, your deck's competent. Like, legitimately, you just play 3 of every Morphrost. Maybe that's a video. Maybe there's a video where you just go, I don't know how to build a deck, and it's just 3 of every good card in Morphrost, like 3 of every Morphrost, and then 3 of, like, some of the staples, and just see what happens. And I bet you the deck still slaps. Like, legitimately. Drakid, Bandaloon, Ardvarm, Cedarsaur, Corvuskull. I'm getting a lot of Corvuskulls now. I am excited for Set 5 as well. Like, the game, like, I can't talk about it, but so much cool stuff coming. Like, Moonrise is a start, but there's so much cool stuff coming. Also, I'm still like, I want to make this deck work with Cactobril and Hybafin, but I don't see how to make it work. But I want to make it work. Horse Electronite, another Phasmacore. Already talked about my thoughts on Phasmacore. It's bad, but it's cool. And there are games where, like, you know what? I'm going to say it. This card, Phasmacore, if you were playing a multiplayer game, this card goes crazy. In a 4-player game, Phasmacore is nuts. There's your Phasmacore game. Think about it. It dies, you get it back. It dies, you never lose board advantage, and you have more spirits, so you're not too worried about losing 2 every time to bring it back. And it's every end phase, so you can never get run over. Yeah, Phasmacore, multiplayer all-star. Change my mind. Snark. Asbrow, Draco Ray, Cryptaurus. You run extra spirits in multiplayer. Okay, so it's pretty common in multiplayer games, like multiplayer formats for TCGs, that you have more life, etc. Because, so let's put it this way: if you are one player that's playing from behind, the other 3 players will all just attack you, and you lose faster. So having more life or more resource in a multiplayer format allows for a player that's behind to get a little bit more time to set up and not lose immediately if they're the player lacking behind. Additionally, if you get ahead and you get knocked out, or you get, like, your combo disrupted, you still have a chance to then come back, etc. So playing more just makes the game go a little bit longer, makes it a little bit more attractive. You can play a little bit more of a for fun game because you're not getting knocked out so fast. So having more life or spirits in a multiplayer game makes sense in that terms of just making the game actually flow a little bit better and not knocking someone out so fast that if you get knocked out really fast, let's say if someone's playing Burn and they burn you out for 20, then your game's over and you're going to have to sit there until everyone else finishes their game. So a bigger spirit total, bigger life total multiplayer formats is just generally better than that. Stellar Christoph, greetings. Say hello to my first reverse stellar of the set, Lunar Phase, final quarter. You guys, if you guys are just coming in, you guys missed the best reaction to Lunar Phase when I found it. It was bad. I didn't realize it for way too long staring at the card that it was a Lunar Phase. But Christoph, you also joined me in the last about a dozen packs here. We already got our full arts. We got a spirit. We got a reverse stellar. We got some good hollows so far. So we're just kind of shuffling through. Also, Aurora Borealis. This card goes pretty crazy. This card is discard a card, enchant Frost from your underworld to your field, and return 1 Frost from your underworld to your spirit deck. Like, this card's basically just the cost is to discard a card because you recover spirits. Like, pretty cool. Ooh, Like a Void. That's my second Like a Void. That's all in. So that is basically a finished Lunar Phase deck right there. Just all the Lunar Phases And like a void. Why did I put Aurora Borealis and Cutting Offer in the rare pile? Oh. Could sell a last pack, you never know. You know, I could get 2 Stellars in a box. I could just be him. The Gen Z M&M. That's me. That's right. Bella B. Snark Right. Star Bit. Titanic Strike. I haven't gotten a single Supernova yet. Discard Bat Revive. Score pop opponent's turn goes crazy. That does go crazy, but it is set up. And I don't know if you want to, like in Morphrost, you want to play or like a counter rune that doesn't always hit as opposed to the other like crazy consistency cards you get. Though actually, I mean, if you Aurora Borealis on your turn is also pretty crazy because it enchants the board, right? I haven't played the Morphrost deck myself in so long for Moonrise. So discard a card, enchant Underworld to field. Yeah, so you enchant to field. So yeah, even if you set it and then come back to your turn with an empty board and your opponent reacts or whatnot, and you go A-Bomb, Aurora Borealis, discard Bat, enchant A-Bomb, disenchant A-Bomb. Now you have 3 more Frost on board. That is pretty crazy. So yeah, I guess I could see Aurora Borealis seeing more consistent. It's free heal 1, you can discard Bat. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a heal 1. It's basically just it's a card that's free on spirits and puts the spirit on board instead. In a sense, it's funky. It's definitely a really cool card for sure, and it definitely is for like Morphrost. But I'm assuming like maybe you can find a way to make Lunar Phase New Moon. I do need more New Moons. Yeah, and there's probably a way to like bring back Frost Nexus to an extent with Aurora Borealis. I mean, you need the Enfrostrix and then Catarants. You need Stadium, and Stadium Wars are really massive right now. So maybe Frost Nexus, because of the Stadium Wars, is just completely down and out. There's nothing that really helps Frost Nexus besides Aurora Borealis in this set, so maybe not. Tsunami, Borealis, Cutting Offer, Torchin! I forgot he was in the set. Heal for nothing. Attack you again, heal for nothing. This card is a card that, like, it reads crazy. It's like, I could heal 10 fire. But then you realize, if you attack with 10 fire on board, you probably have no fire to recover. But Torchin's a really, really cool designed healer. Made Emperor Watt work, pre-Electric Limit. I made Emperor Watt work in the Elestrian, so I would love to see Emperor Watt come back. Emperor Watt Reanimator? Oh! Yeah, no, Aurora Borealis and Reanimator. Just to get the 3-drops out of your hand. So you play like Frost Reanimator with Catarants and stuff, because you're already playing Catarant and Frigicub and Frost Reanimator, and Parawatt specifically Frost Reanimator. Gives you another way to get Parawatt out of your hand, because Parawatt in your hand's a little rough. But also sometimes it's fine in your hand because you can just hard descend over your Nexus stuff. Maybe. I'll have to cook. No Stone Return, Magnetic Force Field, Nobby, Fawnlet, Helios Slumber, Doppelgator, Ardvarum, Waxing Crescent. Goes into the pile of the lunar phases. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left. Lolusk, Bloombat, Toxiery, Havocub, Drakid, Cedar. Oh, it is uncommon. Why am I thinking Searsaur is a rare? It's so good it should be a rare. Hey, I was just complaining I did not get a Starbit Hollow yet. I think that's the last Hollow I needed in the set. I got Blistrix, Dracoray, Starbit, Torchin, Phasmacore. I think that's my last Hollow in the set that I needed. Are there any Earth Hollows in this set? No, right? Just Ardbud line. Strike, Asprowl, Spoiled Fruit. That is my second Spoiled Fruit. That's going in the hollow pile. I definitely need to get one more Spoiled Fruit. Spoiled Fruit should be Ambrosia. Change my mind. I want my Lotagon to pop 2 things at once with Spoiled Fruit. Belleby, Snark, Starbit, Electrify, Windgen, Dracoray, Bow, Waxman, Fulgurix. Fulgurix. Alright, then we got Carrion, Snowlet, Kokiri, Armadon, Luxamare, Waning Crescent, Tsunami, Ouroboros. Lycaris is my spirit for the box. Hello, Lycaris. And a Posthumous. Alright, 4 more packs. Go for another reverse stellar. Please and thank you. RNG, Nabi, Fawnlet, Voldas, Gloombat, Toxiery, Cutting Offer, Helios Slumber, Doppelgator, Tornadin. How could I forget Tornadin? Okay, now I think I have all the hollows. I would like 2 Tornadin. One is enough for the Tornadin stuff, but I would like 2 Tornadin. I think if you're building a Tornadin, you want 2 because you can hardest into Tornadin pretty easily. But I think you want to get another Tornadin. I also want to try to tinker with the Tornadin Wind Lunar, basically Wind deck with Tornadin and Carry Off as 2 2 different top ends of a deck, and see how that goes. Because I think that could be an interesting build around for Wind. Walumbra, Hypnosum, Ectoplasm, they're together. 2 more packs. My pile of packs is disappearing. Cactibril, Cinder, Bellaby, Snark, Starbit, Werepup, Banaloon, Aardvarm, Night Venom. Alright, last pack of Magic. Slap the pack for good luck. Gonna get my dog to bless it, but he is currently sleeping. So we're not gonna get him up to sniff the pack. Alright, we got Electrifly, Windjin, Carrion, My Wayward Son, Snowlet, Kokiri, Cedarsar, Cactabroom, Oistress. You have Tornadin in person, but only got the chance to go into 1 most games, so 1 copy is fine. Yeah, so my theory with Tornadin is if you get the redundant extra Windjin, it's kind of a dead card, so you would like to have, I think the second hit is also really easy to hard to send out of hand, so you don't mind too much drawing it, depending on the matchup. And I think it's also, depending on the matchup, it's the easiest card to just go, hey, I actually don't need the second Tornadin, let me side it out. Jester Jokers, this is my last pack, and then I'll go over the pull, so perfect timing for you. Oistress and Pulveror is the last pack. Alright, so we did 2 boxes. Well, you guys saw a box and a half because I was a little lazy here. Or not lazy, I couldn't wait. Not late, perfect timing. See, now you get to see the speed run. So, box toppers, we got Volclips and Posthumous. This Posthumous art is amazing. Good job, I think, Johnny. Good job, Johnny. This Volclips art is good. Not as good as this Volclips art. Holy, holy Zeus. Oh my Pantheon. This card looks amazing. This card looks so good. So we got Volclips. We got Starbit Supernova full art. Also, looks really good. Doesn't hold a candle to Volclips, though. I mean, Volclips looks great. Starbit. We got Lycaris and Zapdos as our spirits for these 2 boxes. And then the hollows. We got a Tornadin. The Spellfruit counts as a hollow. It's really good. Starbit Supernova. Fortune, Phasmacorp, Antitan. I would have liked to get more Antitans because I want to play a weird, funky Reanimator Antitan deck with like Palos and Rise Froms and a bunch of weird, stupid shenanigans for Antitan. Necrolith, Comalis, Draking, Volclips. Also really cool art, but I'm never going to use this because I have this art and you only need 1 Volclips. Changed my mind. Hurricane, Divine Healing, Draking, Spoiled Fruit, Volclips again, Phasmacore, another Divine Healing, Carry Off. Would like to see 1 more Carry Off because I want to make a deck Carry Off. Dragalgus. This card's a really cool finisher in a deck that basically is kind of like, this is like Solar Fire's Cryo Scorch. It's also a Fire Dragon, so we're getting more Fire Dragons. Hooray. Aviolith. This card looks really cool in person, not going to lie, the foiling's great. Artemis. Never gonna use this Artemis art because Artemis art's better. Because Rise from the Ashes is always Rise from the Ashes has been a good card. I think the issue with Rise from the Ashes, low key, has been the 2 drops that you want to rise from haven't been as impactful as you need them to be. And now we have a bunch of impactful 2 drops that aren't too difficult to get on board. That then also it's not the end of the world if you rise from to get it onto board and then ascend into your 3 drops that are actually playable now. Plus, self mill stuff is way better, so it's easier to make sure you have rise from hits. I mean, I've been standing rise from. We got Hurricane, a Blistrix, and the Reverse Stellar final quarter. That I was an idiot and didn't realize at first that I got final quarter. I have to watch that clip and just watch the realization like come over my face. Oh, it probably is so bad. But Rise from the Ashes, like Rise from the Ashes is an expensive card. I mean, 3 costs to get a 3 drop into play is 6 costs, which is more expensive than like Pantera, well, on par with Pantera, but like, oh man. I think that's every holo rare in the set. Let me go pull up collect.illustrals.com. Let's go look at the Moonrise set. I think I got one of every holo rare already in 2 boxes, which is really cool. Rarity, rare. Okay, so let's see. I got Volclips, got Phasmacore, we got Like a Void, we got Draking, we got Comalis, we got Necrolith, got Titan, Supernova, Tornagin, Carryoff, Aviolith, Blistrix, Dragalgus, Artemis, Full Moon, Divine Healing, Hurricane, all the full arts. So that's all of the holo rare Alestrals. Done. That's all the normal rares. Done. I just need to collect the full arts. And there's some. Oh man, these full arts are so good. That Tornagin full art. Oh my god. That. Man. Hold on, let me pull up the Tornagin full art for you guys. Where is it? Moonrise, Alestrals, ETTT, Tornagin. Look at this card. This is like, I know where to put a okay, Volclips, dope. Hornagin, hello. That I need that Tornagin so badly. You have the genie full art. Yeah, it's so good. Like, honestly, Starbit, like, this full art slaps. It is probably the worst full art in the set, which is crazy. Because this is a good full art. Tsunami looks great. Shield of Achilles looks great. Oh my god, there's so many good full arts in the set. How is this the worst full art in the set? Legitimately, how is this the worst full art in the set? This looks great. Like, art direction's getting so good. Good job, everybody. All the artists. Shout out to you. Like, the art's getting way better for Alestrals, which is really cool. I like that there's a lot less of boring, like, arbitrary backgrounds for the cards. Man, this set's so good. Alright, I'm gonna get going now. I didn't want to keep the stream maybe too long. We've been running for almost an hour. I did my 2 boxes. I'm gonna go sort all this and prepare for when I get the rest of my Moonrise stuff in a few days. So I'm excited to get more full arts because these are so good. So you guys all have a good one. I gotta go watch myself be an idiot on that clip and submit it to One S Plays, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys all have a great one. Peace.